So a few days ago, Hypixel announced a new Catacombs RNG meter, which would assist players in getting rare jobs from the dungeon chests. Now of course, depending on how Hypixel balances the meter, it could be a good update or a bad update. And we do not need another bad update, because we already have one. Looking at you, 1.19.1. Also, this is the first video on the channel, so like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Let's begin. So every single Slayer boss has this thing called the RNG sphere. When you kill a boss, depending on its tier, it will fill up by a certain amount. So for example, the Revenant tier 4 fills up the meter more than the Revenant tier 1. And as another example, the Revenant tier 4 actually increases the meter by 0.2% each time. When it's filled, you get a guaranteed chance for a pre-RNGesis or an RNGesis incarnate drop, which is pretty good. But then you think about the fact that the pre-RNGesis drops are at best a 1 in 1,000 chance, and you're able to get one of them in only a 1 in 500 chance. But to balance this, which clearly needs balancing for, they decided to add this thing called bad Slayer drops. The Enver is a great example. It's a pre-RNGesis drop, but you really need it for anything. Like, it's not just a rune, it's just a complete cosmetic. There's no actual use for the end rune. Yet, it helps by balancing it so that it's not too OP. And doesn't crash the value of all these pre-RNGesis and RNGesis incarnate drops. But then we think about the Catacombs RNG system, which is very similar to this, but with one major difference, which makes it very broken. You can choose what drop you want. If you want a Necron's handle, then they will let you choose what drop you want. So let's say you want the meter to, when the meter fills up, you want a Necron's handle. That they will do. Which is a problem because most good drops that everyone wants are pretty rare. The Necron's handle probably one of the rarest of them. One thing we can also put in is the Dark Claymore, because this will work for a lot of floors. It works for every floor. Even though there aren't that many good rare drops for earlier floors. But the point I'm trying to make here is that if you can choose what drop you want, that's very broken and won't be good for the economy. Just think about it. It makes getting a Necron's handle so much easier, so the price drops, which means Hyperion prices drop, and all that stuff, which isn't good for the economy. I mean, the last time something crashed, I don't think Skyblock players were too happy. Actually, thinking about it, they would be happy, because if the Hyperion dropped like 500 mil, they would be pretty happy. I mean, they have to pay way less for a Hyperion now. People who have a Hyperion and want to sell it so they can fund for the next big thing like a Terminator, they won't take it too well. Because now they have to sell it for a way less price than it should have. But then you think about the purpose of it. Let's take the Slayer RNG meter. Its purpose was to be a failsafe, so that if people got too unlucky, or people got unlucky at all, they would be rewarded with a guaranteed RNGesis drop. And while it didn't always give you something good, if it did give something good, then that was rewarding, because you were being unlucky. The Catacombs RNG must really do something like that, because let's say it only takes 750 runs for Necron's handle. Then you're guaranteeing them a Necron's handle every 750 runs, which decreases the rarity of it entirely. However, because that's true, you can just make it like 1500 runs for the handle, so that it applies the failsafe once more, and that if people do manage to get unlucky, at least now they have a chance of getting what they need without spending way too much time. And if Hypixel implements that solution, it could make this update a pretty good update. I think many people will enjoy it if it's done properly.